Hi everyone. So I started filming a makeup look and my computer was full and yeah, so I've already a little bit started, but we're just gonna roll with it. And you're just gonna see me as I go. I'll explain how I got here. It's actually not as complicated as it seems. It's been a 3-step process. But yeah, bear with me because uh, I am no pro. So in order to get where I got, I primed my eyelids with a concealer. I wanted like a full foundation base so I could sculpt out like a cut crease. And I only used these 3 colors. I used this orange, red Tide, and I built the outer sides of my eyes and a little bit in the inner corner. I took Toodles, this reddish, and I built up to my crease. And now I'm taking Starfish, this glimmering orange. I'm putting it right in the middle. So it's a 3-step process. I'll do I'll film this look again if you need extra help. But yeah, you can blame my computer having low disk space. So I like to do makeup as like a process of paint by numbers where I start with one color, draw a little bit, then I do a new color and I draw a little bit and I paint over the mistakes. Then I do a new color and I draw a little more and I paint over the mistakes. And I just think that's a really good metaphor for how I approach makeup as a systematic painting over the mistakes. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Alright, now we're going to take a little bit of mermaid tail. This is my favorite color. And we're going to inject a little bit of it to the end of the look. A little bit of pink. Into the wing. And I like to always, with eyeshadow, always brush out, never brush in. Now a little more pink on the other side. I love this palette. See you later. Violet Voss. And I'm not gonna lie, I do not know. It was a gift, and I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do makeup. I do not know if it is an ethical brand. I will do my research on it and find a better brand if there is one, but for so long I wasn't doing my makeup, and it was really thoughtful of someone to give this to me. You know, having a little crayon to paint your world with is really exciting. That's all I can say about that. Now we are going to take a little bit of Deep Sea. It is a deep purple. You might say, how does this belong in a sunset look? I love purple. That's how. We're going to paint a wing with it. This is a very pigment heavy look. So if you do not have high pigment makeup, it might not turn out great. And if you're doing it on unmoisturized skin, it won't turn out great. So take primer seriously, girls or boys. Makeup is for everyone, or everyone in between. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. If you like me referring to my fans as guys, gals, and non-binary pals, let me know. I live right next to a street, so every time I'm trying to like film a sound, I'm like la di da di da, and I have to like. I didn't want to copy like big YouTubers like the Queer Kiwi who call their audience that, but if you guys like that, let me know. I like genderless language. A lot of people be like you guys, and I've been guilty of saying that, and I don't like saying that, and I don't want to be like hey girls, just because I don't know. I don't know if you're a girl. I don't want to assume that. Now we're just going to do the other side. I wish that the world was less cis normative And everyone's like, why do you care so much about that? It's like, well, I just wish it wasn't so fucking stressful and controversial to be trans to some people. Like, you can say, well, your life seems fine, and honestly, my life is fine now, and I have a lot of privilege because of it. But it's not like that when you live in a country that is a lot less accepting than where I live in the US, you know? Or if you don't have a supportive family. Trans people get thrown out by their family. And imagine being like 14 and having to figure out life, you know? And a lot of the world calls you all sorts of names. So yeah, I'm just saying, you gotta be compassionate. Not everyone is. You can't just assume that discrimination isn't out there because you haven't seen it. You know, a lot of people are like that, and it's like that's not how it works. So I'm not going to overdo it with the purple wing. I think we're actually going to stop with highlight. I actually like to use a highlight stick to finish the eyeliner look. So give me one. I'm going to draw it in all the places between my eyebrow and my eye that don't have makeup on them. Not every look needs every part of your eye to have makeup on it. But I want to look head to toe. That's what Violet Chachki says. Head to toe. You know? Because I can give you a understated look. A lot of people, whenever I do a makeup look on my channel, they're like, well, I like you, how you look without makeup. And honestly, I do too. And motorcycle. Some people think they have like the biggest, biggest britches because their motorcycle sounds. It's so annoying. And like, imagine being me. I'm trying to record an album. Most people don't know this. I am trying to be a Spotify artist from in my living room, but my living room is right next to the freeway. Well, not the freeway, but it's right next to a street that feels very busy, even when it's 11 o'clock. Like, come on. Whatever. Don't dwell. But yeah, people are like, I like you just fine without makeup. And I'm like, honestly, I like myself without makeup too. And that's gender euphoria. And I didn't always like myself without makeup. And so the fact that I do is really empowering for me. That's why I don't wear makeup a lot. But people on my channel really actually do like seeing makeup. So I'm going to give the people what they want. And I'm not going to lie, I don't really wear this anywhere. But I may be wearing this to somewhere tonight. Okay, we are back. We cleaned off our hand. We're going to go in with this Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. It is very powerful and I like it because I am not ashamed to say that I am a woman with bags. But that just means that I'm a person because most people do have bags. And I gotta say, I am a lucky person because I am very happy with my looks and my body. And it wasn't always that way. But I can imagine how hard it is for anyone to have a healthy relationship with their body, seeing the stuff that people post online. And I know a lot of people probably accuse me of being part of the problem, but I hate to tell these people, I don't edit my photos, you know? So I'm not actually trying to be part of the problem. I do use a filter, but it's like the Instagram filter. You know, when you post a picture, they give you like a set of a couple filters. I like to use I think I filter on half. Well, I actually like to put filters. I'm not even kidding. At 69, I'm so quirky. I know, very quirky. Not like other girls. I hate that. I'm kidding. I hope everyone knows I'm kidding. I'm gonna get canceled. No, I actually wish I could get canceled. Then I could actually be relevant. What people don't understand is that the reason these people are relevant is because they keep getting canceled. Right? Anyway. And, okay, I know everybody hates it when I talk about Dave Chappelle, but, oh my god, it's so funny. He's getting greenlit for all these shows that, well, no. He's getting greenlit for 4 specials, and I actually think that it's showcasing talent that he selects, so it's not the same. Whatever, I'm not ragging on Dave Chappelle. But it's funny, because everyone's like, ugh, These trans people were so mean to him, trying to ruin his career. And it's like, he is fine. He's on live TV, worrying, talking about how mean we are, about how we're bullying him. But like, you know, people don't realize this, but trans people being upset on Twitter does not equate you are canceled. You know, there was a Netflix walkout organized by a trans woman who was later fired, and you can tell me it was unrelated, but whatever, right? All I'm saying is that he's not canceled. And if anything, he's more successful than ever because the Netflix special, I'm Guilty, I watched it, but I only watched it because I wanted to be informed on the controversy. So yeah, Dave Chappelle got me because he baited me. And I got baited because it was just a troll. Everyone's like, oh, don't you know he's not actually saying that Daphne was driven to suicide by trans people. He's only implying that. Okay? And it's like, that's the problem, Kevin. That's the problem. And he doesn't realize that the people in my comments that are all being like, well, oh yeah, well, the trans people bullied her to suicide. That's the problem. That's the problem. So when I'm saying, hey, like, don't paint it this way, paint it in a less dishonest way. No, everyone's like, wow, I think he knows his friend better. You are a cruel person who's coming after this poor innocent man. No more Dave Chappelle. No more. People are like, do his other comedy specials, and it's like, no. I'm not gonna lie, you guys don't deserve that. Not that it, I mean that in like a good way, because it would just be, you would be watching a lot of footage of me being honestly upset, you know? And something I realized is most of the people in my life actually didn't watch my full video because they couldn't, because it was honestly uncomfortable. Not because, you know, just because they could tell I was really upset. And I took that feedback. You know, you have to take that feedback. But I also realized I am too close to the issue to give an unbiased perspective. The reason I did it wasn't actually because I thought I could give an unbiased perspective. It was because I thought that nobody was giving their perspective on it. And I will admit, I really love this creator, but she did a video on it, and I just thought she went really easy on him. And I was like, well, I want to give my perspective. What's actually really sad is that her video was very nuanced. She gave him a lot of credit, and she still got a bunch of hate for it. And it's like, you cannot win. Well, maybe that is winning. Maybe getting hate is winning on this platform. Now we're going to go in with a pencil eyeliner. Deep in the waterline. We're not going to do the inner corners, just the outer corners. Draw a little bit. Draw a little bit on the outer under eye. If you've stuck around on my channel a long time, you know how much I love drawing just a little bit on the outer under eye. Yeah. Happy with how that looks. Now, some wing. We're doing a very small wing. And I don't start all the way. I start like halfway along my eye. Sometimes. In this case, I think wasn't quite that, but you know. So yeah, draw the wing and then fix the eyeliner to kind of go in the same direction as the eyeshadow if you can. Again, like we're starting like a little bit less than halfway. And then gonna take my finger, the best blending brush, blend up, and then wipe. Blend up, and then wipe. And look at that. That looks actually quite good, in my opinion. Now we're going to do a bit of mascara. I like to not use a mirror. Okay. I did get a little bit. So if you ever get mascara on your eye look, you want to let it dry and then flick it off. If you do it before it dries, then it's gonna like mess up your eyeshadow. If you want to wear lashes, by all means. We're not going to go all the way in on our bottom mascara. And we're going to touch up some of our eyeshadow. Yeah, we're going to go a little bit more into the eye with the shimmery orange. The shimmery orange is the star. And then let it flare out. And do the other side. All right, look at that. I think that came out really nice. Now we are going to do contour. We're going to take a contour shade, powder contour, and we're going to only do a little right at the cheekbones. This is a drag style contour, and yes, it is excessive, but who cares? We're having fun. We're having a good time. Never gonna stop at all. Like, everyone's always like, ugh, you look like a clown. Why? And it's like, get a life. Let me do what I want. You can do what you want, which is like go into trans people's channels and like comment on the way they look without a profile picture. And I will continue being monetized off of comments like that. So, I don't know. Stay winning, you know? We're going in with blush, if I didn't say that. And I'm just kind of doing a mishmash of all the blush. And yeah, maybe that's a little quirky. But I'm a quirky girl. A little bit in the temples goes a long way. Now, we're going to take this highlight. And we're going to use our pinky. Pink opal. Just pat. Don't brush. Pat. Because you're at a stage of the makeup where you don't want to just, like, flake it off or spread it around. You know what I mean? You want to let it sit, so you're going to pat it in. I'm using a lot of highlight. Because I want it. Isn't that crazy? I like to highlight the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, other side. I like to use my pinky. I can't say why. like big influencers, they can't say this because they're sponsored by like a makeup brush, you know, so they have to be like, okay, so this brush. But like when I use a brush for when I try to do stuff like this, it just ends up picking up a lot of the product. And yes, when you've used a brush a long time, it picks up less product, you know. But I don't actually buy that much makeup, you know. If you have a lot of makeup, it's not a big deal. Maybe someday, right? But that's the thing, having like a bunch of makeup, I don't think that's really necessary, but whatever. Right? If you're sponsored by a makeup company or if you own a makeup company, you have to be like, okay, guys, so here's my thousands of dollars of closet space, and like here's like $3 million worth of makeup, and my dogs like they vomit makeup, you know, every day because they're always eating it because it's actually really heart healthy, you know, and I have my dogs lick my face, and you know that's my relatable influencer lifestyle. I'm not shading anyone. Why would I do that? I'm too good for that. So yeah, I'm using a lot of highlight so light it blinds you. And you can't come for me. You can't. Time to set. Use my trusty brush. My favorite brush. It is my favorite part because it's a little bit cooling and it makes the makeup not like wrinkle and crease in the same way. Sometimes it gets in your nose, which is not a vibe. It's not cute. It's not a moment. It's none of those things. And now, my same favorite pink lip liner. I will branch out with lips soon, I promise. I actually don't have a lot of other lip styles. That's why I've been going with orangey pink looks. I hate getting makeup powder in my nose. And we're gonna fill the whole lip. That's right. This is what drag queens do. I mean, lip liner is cute if you're doing like a dark outer liner, if you're trying to define like a dark lip. I really think you should usually do just full coverage with lip liner if you want day lasting lipstick. And that's just what I think. It's really hard to not try to overdraw the lip, especially on the upper lip. But it's a really fine line on the upper lip. Because a little bit goes a long way, but a little bit too much is really obvious. So I like to clean it up with my finger afterwards and then go over one more time. And then we're just gonna, you could do a gloss with this, but I like to use a lipstick. Okay. Let's see. Alright, this is like my sunset makeup look. And now you can see me do my hair. Right now it's just in 2 braids. You literally take 2 braids, once, that, bam. But now you're gonna see me do it. So I like to have one side up. It's just more comfortable. And then I'm going to take the other braid out, past the clip, I'm going to kind of let this braid come undone as well and let the hair mingle. I'm going to take my... Because the nice thing about having your hair in a braid is it'll all come out nice and neat afterwards. And then it's a lot easier to style. And not everybody has the habit of braiding their hair. For a while I stopped doing it and my hair was suffering. I'm just going to say, you should try to, if you have the time. Like if you have really long hair and you sleep with it up in a bun, consider doing a braid. It's more comfortable. It's better for your hair. Just saying. Not nagging. A lot of people hate to be nagged. I'm not nagging. But what it is everyone's like, oh, I have bad hair days. I'm not going to lie, you guys. Maybe this is just because I am lucky, but I don't have these bad hair days anymore. And it's because of the way I take care of my hair. And that's why I just wish that for everyone. That's all I'm saying. So now that the hair has kind of blended, and we're just finger brushing because we don't want frizz. If you take a brush to this, you will get frizz. Now we are going to reposition this clip like so. I like to put my other clip on the other side symmetrically. And now this is the complete look. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the Spotify artist annoying buy my album energy that all YouTubers give. So, yeah. Deal with it, haters. I'm flexing on the haters. Here's my guitar. Here's my album with my mom. I do hate to flex that I have a loving, healthy relationship with my mom because I know not everyone does. But I just hope that, you know, there are a lot of moms of trans girls out there that comment on my channel, and I love seeing your comments because that's exactly what I want to do. Is I want to be a resource for moms and for parents and just for people to learn more about what it's like to be trans, how to treat the trans people in their lives with respect. And I would just hope that anyone who sees my channel would see me as a role model. So I hope you have been streaming Heal on Spotify, Lyra Joanne. It's very easy. If you don't know how to stream my music, send me a message. I will show you how. I actually really love it when people message me asking me about my music because believe it or not, it's probably the thing that people care the least about on my channel, which is fine, but that's okay. But people do care about it, and that's what I love. So stream it if you like, and don't if you don't. This is also an album of cover songs that I have on my channel, me and my mom, and it's going to be completed soon. But this is the proto album that I've given to some people, and if you're interested in that, you can also send me a message. But I just hope everyone realizes that amidst a world of uncertainty, I am carving out a little place where I hope that people feel safe to imagine. So if you like this kind of content, if you like this video, if you like the look, please comment down below, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because it really does help. Or even just leaving a nice comment, because it does encourage me. I am trucking along, and I'm so proud of myself. But comments that are positive really do. I hate to be corny, but comments like that really do mean a lot to me. So I hope you all have a very nice day. Be kind, and try to not let everything get you down.